How do you, what do you say to the players after a result like that, a game that they created a lot more chances, probably dictated the tempo and certainly most of the territory, coming empty-handed, having also won the premiership?
It's heartbreaking a little bit, so the girls are devastated, but they're good. They always pick themselves up. They know, and I've said this for a long time with them, so they're okay in a lot of ways, is if you put everything into something and you lose, that's winning. You're still winning. So I've always told them that. I believe that truly in my heart, because sometimes the score line doesn't reflect what actually happened, because that's just life. But so they know that. They know they put everything into it and deserve to win, but we didn't.
Ante, it felt like in the first half, especially, you just kept knocking on the door. Like, why did you put your finger on anything why the girls just couldn't get that one breakthrough?
Football gods, maybe. I sometimes believe in that, weirdly. But just you need to bury that, I guess. I guess it's execution, on the big stage. But in saying that, even the second half, Viney hit this rocket, it had to go in. Low as well. So little things like that, where they hit them well, they didn't miscue them or keep us safe. They actually hit them exactly where you needed it. For whatever reason, it didn't go in. So, it's a little bit of both. But, you need to put those away to win things. And we would have put them away early.
Do you think victory learned from the 2-2 draw during the season? Did they play differently today than you expected?
Not really, because we dominated that game. I don't know if you guys watched it. It was similar to this. We did score early in the second half, but it was like 20 shots to 2, and I think today was 18 to 3. So nothing was different. They actually sat back more than last time, which was surprising, but it worked for them on the break. So no, nothing different than we thought. I thought they'd come at us a bit more. They didn't, so tactically they got it right, obviously, in terms of that. But no, it was very similar. Yeah.
For you, you've been at CFC for a while now. You've had a lot of success at the club. What's your future in coaching with the club? Is it?
We haven't decided 100% yet, so we're still talking to the club. We'll see what happens. I was going to leave, I must say, 2 or 3 months ago, just because of work, nothing else. But just being with the girls for the last 2 months, potentially I might stay around, but we're still discussing it. So.
When you say because of work and
I teach, so I'm a teacher and I'm head of sport now, which is a new role I've got this year, which I get up 5:15 most mornings when we don't train, and then 5:15 when we do train. So it's long days, and then you get home 9 at night. So it's tough in a lot of ways. Not whinging about it because I love it. I don't want to leave the girls, but it's sometimes taxing. But that's part of what we do. The girls have to do it, so I have to do it as well.
Ante, you talked about yourself, but also a lot of the girls you've brought through are now that age, whether it's 22, 23, 24, likes of Ali, likes of Corny, likes of Benny. For them, do you know if they're going to be around next year? Are they going to go to Europe?
Yeah, that's a bit of a concern for me. When you've built something, you want to sort of keep it selfishly, but these girls need to go. So if I lose 4 or 5, we'll have to find other players and restart, because some will go. Definitely know 2 or 3 will go, and key players. So it's going to be very difficult to find new players for that. And that's a sad thing, because if we were professional here and they got paid well, we'd be together for another 4 years, because you'd be successful, they'd get paid well. You can stay, but they need to find greener pastures and get better.
I was going to say that comes down to, I don't think we even have a start date for next season. There's a World Cup in July.
Yeah.
The Grand Final's the same time next year.
Yeah.
That's about 3 months between
Yeah.
World Cup, right?
Well, I don't want to be sook, but I don't think I've figured out the starting game till 1 week or 2 weeks before the season for about 5 years. Like joking a little bit, but that's how it is. Like, literally, you don't know when we're starting. No one says anything, everyone's quiet. And again, I don't blame them. Obviously, there's reasons for it, but it'd be nice to know we're starting on this day and doing this, instead of trying to fit into other nations or leagues or whatever. We should just figure out when we're starting, and that's it. But yeah, that's just me being a sook.
So, Ante, even though it's sort of ended tonight, how do you look back across the season for this group of players? Are you proud of them?
Oh yeah, proud's not even the word. They know. I'm devastated for them. I'm so proud. And I was a bit emotional earlier with them, just telling them how selfless they are, and it's rare to have this. I'm blessed to have this. It's hard to get this kind of. Been around a long time. It's very hard to get that. People think it's easy. It's not easy. And to have that, finally have that for the last 2 years, that's what I'm going to miss the most. And you can see the love and care they've got for each other. So it's it's very strong. So to lose this game this would have been the icing on the cake. So I'm super proud, but it would have been beautiful. You know, I talk about photos in the change room. We've got our Premier's photo, and I just said, wouldn't it be nice to have a championship one next to it? And that's something unique. We didn't get there. Victory, you know, got the result at the end of the day. But yeah, I'm always proud, beyond proud, if there's a word beyond that.
Ante, on this group, you mentioned that there are some that might leave and might go overseas or whatnot. In the week leading up to it, Ali announced that she's going to switch over to New Zealand.
Yeah.
She said that she was kind of basically frustrated that she was kind of getting overlooked for the Matildas. It's something that Courtney has said at the start of the season as well. When you haven't coached this group and you've seen what they've done, made another grand final today as well, do you think that they are being overlooked for the Matildas, particularly the players in the early to mid-20s?
I'm biased, yes, but you have to understand the coach also has opinions. I'm glad the girls want to be there, but they need to realise it's not just given. They might deserve it. I think a couple do, 100%. And if I was national coach, I would take them. So I'm not going to say who, but without fail, at least 3 of them, and 2 will be starting, and they're not starters right now. But I've got an inside info with them. I've seen how they play. I know their character. I know their strengths. So that's a little bit different. But in saying that, they need to keep pushing and changing people's minds. You know, you can't just cry about it. You know, you're not going to get anything that way. So, you know, Courtney's got there eventually. Remy's got there eventually. Claire Wheeler's got there eventually. Hopefully we've had a nice hand in that to help them mentally and just to focus on certain things. I think we have. But yeah, you can't cry about it. You know, one coach will love you, one might not. I've got players on the bench might think the same with me. You know, why am I not playing? Like, that's just part of an opinion for a coach. It's a difficult job.
Thanks, guys. Anything from Tilly or Nick? Okay. Thanks, guys. Oh, sorry. Tilly?
Sorry, obviously Melbourne came on really strongly last week. How much momentum do you think played a part in like the last 15 minutes or so of the game when they actually started to play a bit more football?
Sorry, I've missed that. About us, you mean?
Melbourne City coming off Melbourne Victory coming off last week's win. How much momentum do you think played into their match just last week?
I don't know. I don't think any, because we dominated and there was 18 shots to 3. So I don't know if that's momentum. Maybe luck was on their side for a couple of weeks. And sometimes, like I said, the football gods, they snuck in against Adelaide. They got through on poor mistakes from City. And today, they got through from our missed chances. So you've got to take that. And now they've got a championship. We don't. So that's all part and parcel. But, yeah, I don't think it's... Yeah, we dominated today. So really, if we play another 9 times, we win 8.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.